What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the
more energy, Spencer.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the All About Nothing podcast. I'm Spencer.
I'm Jared.
And let's get this shit started.
Woo!
Nothing.
Welcome back to another amazing episode about the best podcast, most popular podcast on
The most
Spotify,
hyped.
iTunes, Stitcher, all that good.
YouTube, the best podcast in the world. Welcome back, guys. We missed you so much.
It feels like it's been a while because we're actually recording this the night before.
Yeah, because Jared's a slacker.
No. Okay. I had a test, and then I had a confirmation party to go to.
Confirmation, schmonformation.
It was a Jesus birthday, okay?
It was no.
That's
First
what
off,
confirmation parties are. There's cake. There's a party. At this confirmation party, we actually
it's not Jesus' birthday.
Well, no,
multiple times.
it's your Jesus birthday or your church birthday.
Your church birthday is not Jesus' birthday.
I'm not saying it's Jesus' birthday.
You did. But I'll roll this back. I will roll this shit back.
I dare you. But oh fuck you, edit the videos. No, but instead of singing happy birthday, we sang somebody's knocking at your door, and there's like 20 people. Everyone was clapping and singing along.
Whose confirmation party was
It
this
was
for?
Amy's cousin.
Oh, okay.
There's some good food there. I mean, I've been counting my calories, and I ended up eating 5,000 calories.
Really?
That day.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Good
It
for
was
you.
It was good for me, but I slept like a baby that night, dude. I just died.
On Sunday, I ate 1,300 calories.
What the fuck? That's nothing, dude.
Well, yeah.
I'd
Well,
be starving.
you get used to it.
Spencer's like sad and crying.
No, but I did have a cheat meal on Saturday. It was so good.
What was it?
So we went to Thai food.
Ooh, Thai food's good.
Oh.
That's dangerous because I feel like a lot of like Thai food, Chinese food, it's really high in sodium.
Yeah,
So
but
you have
that's
to-
why it was a cheat meal.
Yeah.
And then we went to Carvel afterwards. But at Thai food, I got a lava chicken, which is
What
just
is
like
that?
fried chicken in this good sauce. I got it level 5 spicy, the max spice you could possibly get ever.
You've been big into spices lately.
I'm always into spice. I'm always into hot food. If anybody wants to send us some hot sauces or anything, I will try them and put them on the Instagram or Twitter.
YouTube. We'll do something. We'll do
Or
like
maybe
a,
I'll make Jared drink a whole bottle of it.
No, we don't want that.
That'd be mint.
But me and Spencer did come up with the idea of stealing hot ones and having us eat hot sauce and then interview each other instead of one guy getting interviewed.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be doing that pretty soon.
But you actually made your own sauce and I had me try it before we started the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
That was intense. It tasted so good though.
See, Pierre's the judge of this all, so once he tries it, that's what I'm looking
Oh,
for.
he'll absolutely love it.
I'm
I'll
looking
probably
for the
bring it
rating
home.
of approval.
No, but what you do to make it? What
So-
what goes into making hot sauce?
A lot of love
A lot of love and tenderness.
and gloves.
Do you touch your eye?
No.
That's the best. That's how you know it's hot sauce. When you poke the hot sauce, touch your eye, and you can't see out of that eye. If
Yeah.
it's not that hot, then I don't want it.
We can go test it out when we're done with
You
it.
can test it out. I'll be okay.
You know what? I'll let you do it because you're talking about you don't want it if it's not that hot. So we'll go try it out afterwards. But basically, what's in the sauce is ghost peppers, Carolina Reapers, and Trinidad Scorpions, 6 bulbs each, carrots, onions, tomatoes,
Wait, don't tell it all.
and love
Good. There's a secret ingredient.
vinegar.
Well, now we can't sell it.
Well, nobody's gonna know the ratio of what to what to what to what to what.
True. Okay.
So we're good.
So we actually have our first sponsor today. Spencer's Hot Sauce. Big Spency's Hot Sauce.
Big Spency's hot sauce. Yeah, I was trying to come up with a name for it. That's like the hardest part.
Spicy Spence.
It's like coming up with titles. Well, no, like the actual name of that sauce, because like Spicy Spence can be like the
name brand.
name brand, but also I have way too many business ventures going on. So it's like
We have another sponsor by Spencer's 3D printing company.
SC Prints and Design. Check us out on Instagram. That was loud. The computer's being a fucking dick. All right. But yeah, so I don't really know. I tried coming up with a name because it's probably going to be the hottest sauce I make unless I'm buying seeds for Pepper X. See if they actually are Pepper X. We'll find out.
Mhm.
Online is very,
Yeah.
wishy-washy when it comes to buying peppers, like, because they can kill you or whatever.
They don't know what they're
But
talking about.
I just want to make hot sauce, man. That's all I want. But yeah, so made that. I just like sold some bottles to recover the cost of what it costs because the peppers are expensive.
Yeah, peppers, like especially the smaller ones that are super hot.
Yeah, they're really expensive. It was like $20 for the peppers.
Do you know peppers are really good that you should buy? Peruvian puff peppers.
All right, fucking.
You can only get them from South America.
South America. Listen, my sauce is hotter than the Peruvian puff peppers. All right.
How dare you?
Yeah. How dare yourself?
Shut up.
So I sold basically as soon as I sold the first bottle, I got like, I don't know. I had so many people asking me for bottles of sauce. It's like, and then I sold out. I oversold the sauce.
Oh God, so you have to make more?
Yeah. Also, shout out to Bikash and sorry, man, because I oversold you hot sauce, and he's gonna listen to this tomorrow, and he's gonna be pretty pissed, but maybe he'll be happy that I shouted him out. So whatever. Yeah. But I'm making more this weekend, so I'll get another bottle. Whatever. There's gonna be like so many people want the sauce, and I'm like.
I do. It's really fucking good. Did you write down all the ingredients and everything, all the ratios? You didn't.
No, I don't do that.
Spencer.
I know in my head what it is.
Yeah, okay. You're going to wing it like you did last time.
4 carrots boiled.
Stop. I told you not to.
A whole onion.
Oh, my. This is just like with the last name things. I always have to yell at you for
grape
saying
tomatoes.
What? Oh, my God.
Yeah, so I, yeah, whatever. It's all sold. Thanks to everybody that bought it. And thanks to people that tried it and said it was good. Some guy told me it tasted not as hot as Texas Pete, and then he got his whole bottle today, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah. Hopefully he calls you
He
crying.
said he's going to put it on his burrito that he's got for dinner tonight. So
good luck.
I said, let me know how that goes tomorrow. And he said, will do. So we'll see what happens.
The hot sauce tastes amazing, by the way. I tried it. It tastes like it should be in a salsa as well. I feel like it could just accent a lot of good food. I mean, we should just do food reviews.
I could, you know what? We
just eat into the mic.
Dude, that would be a
ASMR.
good, not eating into the mic, but like we should do a segment where we like do a food review of just a different food each week.
I was talking to my dad, and he wants us to maybe like go to different restaurants. So like I'm in Connecticut that people don't really know. We could frost our tips, be like Guy Fieri. Where the
Guy Fieri?
Where the flame teach the Hawaiian.
Do you get a Chevelle?
No.
Can you get a red Chevelle?
I'll talk to a few buds.
All right.
We could sell
talk to a few buds.
I know a few.
We could sell all our podcast equipment and start diners, driving.
No, but we have been talking. We want to start putting a little bit more extra like content on the YouTube page, doing like the mock hot ones with each other, talking about pretty much anything. Even though we pretty much tell everybody everything on the podcast.
Yeah, well, you know what?
I don't know how interesting we can get, but we'll figure it out.
We're pretty interesting people. I mean, we have 40 freaking billion people listening.
Yeah, so I guess people really do. I guess we are really that interesting.
That's like such a running joke, but we suck. We suck.
What? See, ever since Spencer started eating less food, you just is sad
I'm
now.
grumpy.
Well, also I kicked his ass in Super Smash.
Fuck you, dude.
He goes, can you play the clip of last podcast where you go, 1v1, I'll beat you every time. It was the map. And then we'll talk this, where I kicked his ass like 5 times in a row.
So before we were setting up, I made a comment about Jared's accentuating penis shorts. And,
oh my God, we're not talking about that.
Now he's never gonna wear them again because he's wearing his penis shorts and they accentuate his ween.
So
now
odd,
he's super he's super tight about it. And maybe he'll never wear them again. And some people will be sad. Some people might be happy about that.
That's where we get all our following. People love the short shorts.
You think so?
I hope.
We'll find out. We'll do a poll after this. Tomorrow night we'll do a poll.
So make sure you check after the podcast.
Yeah, right after the episode we'll ask how many people love Jared's accentuating ween
Stop
shorts.
saying that. It's making me sound like a creep.
You are a creep.
No, I'm not.
I heard you hung out with a certain someone last week.
Who?
The person we had to bleep his name out.
Who?
The magician.
Oh my God, get out of here. I did not talk about the pedophile magician from our second podcast. Let's find a picture of Spencer with that old man.
You won't find it. It's burned. So let's talk.
What's the topics about this podcast? Let's talk about concerts.
Yeah.
Spencer's a big Jonas Brothers fan, so he's so excited.
Okay,
the band's back together. Spencer's gonna flash his boobs when he's
bring a bra,
throw it up on stage.
They'll be like,
they'll throw your hot sauce up there.
Throw my hot sauce in the bra.
No, it's gonna burn their eyes once it gets to them.
And then I'll never be able to make hot sauce again.
And then they'll never be able to tour again.
Sorry to all the greatest fans, all their fans out there.
Dude, they are blowing up.
Let me tell you something, okay? So, I watched an interview with James Gordon, and like the British guy that does the late night show.
Yeah, no, I know. He does carpool karaoke.
Yeah, he did that with the Jonas Brothers, and I was watching that, and it was pretty good. But so like way back in the day, my friend Lisette and I used to. We always would just like hang out and stuff, and she was obsessed with the Jonas Brothers. So jokingly, I would pretend to be obsessed with them too,
jokingly. Yeah. Okay, Spencer.
So she was like, "Oh, like blah blah blah. I'm dating Nick." We were like fucking 13 or whatever, dude. So she's like, "Oh, I'm dating."
This was last year, actually.
Shut up.
This was 10 minutes before I showed up.
We were on FaceTime talking about it.
Yeah, exactly.
She's in Colorado now, but yeah, so we were talking about that, and she was like, "Oh, my boyfriend's Nick," and she's like, "Spencer, your boyfriend's Kevin." I'm like, "Why do I have a boyfriend, and why do I get Kevin? It's still Joe."
I don't know any of the Jonas Brothers.
Oh, well, you need to catch up on your life.
I don't listen to the Jonas Brothers.
Well, they were originally from Disney Channel, and that's where they started their career, and then from
I
grew.
never watched them.
They had purity rings.
No, they didn't.
They did.
No, that was like a South Park joke.
No,
they
actually pure
You're
rings. That's
lying
why
to
South
me.
Park did the joke.
That is hilarious.
Yeah, no, it's legit.
Oh my god, that's funny, dude. That's damn funny.
Yeah, so
I was more of like a Cartoon Network Nickelodeon kid. I wasn't a big Disney kid.
Oh, well, you're gay.
Excuse me?
You suck.
Yeah, good one.
All right. So, anyways, yeah. So they're these
They're probably
huge
already
guys,
sold out.
and well, yeah. So I when I found out that they got back together, I texted Lisette and I was like, "Did you hear the news?" And she goes, "Yes." Like she already knew what I was talking about. Like I haven't talked to her in like 8 months.
Oh God.
About 8 months, and she just knew right off the bat, like what.
Well, you both want to go see your boyfriends.
Well, she's in Colorado, so she's gonna have to make the trip out here. I'm not going all the way to Colorado. To go see the Jonas Brothers. I don't think they're even gonna show up there. But so yeah, they're this big deal. But we used to just like pretend that they were like. Pretend. I used to pretend. All right, I love the Jonas Brothers.
There it is. You heard it here.
Never seen any of their movies. I know they had a couple movies out there, but
like
never,
Camp Rock.
Never. Oh, you watched it?
No. My girlfriend talks about that all the time.
Never saw it, but I heard it was a doozy. So,
maybe you should watch it. We'll do next podcast is Camp Rock review. That's it. That's all we're talking about for the hour.
You got to watch it too then.
All right, next episode of the podcast is not Camp Rock.
So, yeah, but that made me think about, like, the Jonas Brothers coming back made me think about a bunch of, like, concerts that I've been to. I was recently at a concert last Friday.
Really?
Yeah, it was all my old high school teachers.
No way.
Yeah, they did it was actually pretty cool. They did a charity concert for the Wounded Warriors Project.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah, so it was them, another band, which is actually another podcast that we're talking to right now, called Daily Pork. They, like, all of them are in a band.
That's
and
super cool.
They opened, which was cool, and then my teacher's band called Memory Loss. A bunch of the teachers are retired.
What kind of music do they play?
They play like jam band, rock and roll, like just cover music. But when I got there, my teacher was on stage. Like, one of my teachers that was retired, he goes, I sit up front, and he goes, Spencer! He's like, this is my favorite student.
That's awesome.
And
so he lied to all his people?
You know what, dude? You're bringing me down, all right? Tell me get hyped. I'm all the way down.
No, let's get back to
now, man.
This man pointed you out and said you're serious in front of a bunch of old students.
Yeah. And well, yeah, and then all these old people were like, "Oh my god, you had yoga too, me too," and I was like, "Yeah." It's like, did you not just hear him say I was
I'm
his favorite student?
Yeah, so shut up. All these old people are trying to relive their youth while you're just like,
yeah. And then
try me.
I saw a bunch of like my old high school teachers too, and they were like, all of them. So like, I had a big reputation in high school. I was class president.
Oh, watch out for the big guy on campus.
Captain
Woo.
of the track team. I was,
No, you were not. You were captain of the track team?
yes, I was. 2 years running.
My man.
Yeah, I was captain of. Well, I was captain of the whole track team, but like my main thing was throwing. So I threw, shot put, javelin, discus.
I bet you're not as good as Alex.
I went to states.
Our other friend Alex, who does John Tex, he's the best thrower. He holds 5 world records, Olympian, all time.
Alex was a really good javelin thrower. He was way better than me. But shot put,
No.
no.
You got him beat?
Oh, yeah.
You cleared the whole school?
I went to a meet where I first met Alex was like a week after I started dating Abby.
Yeah.
And when I first
He's
met
a
him,
character, so.
When I first met him, like we were both at a track meet, and he's like, "Oh," I was with Becca, and Becca was like, "Oh, come meet Abby's cousin." I'm like, okay. So I go up and meet him, and he's like, "Oh, hey," he's like, "I'm Abby's cousin Alex," and I'm like, "Oh, I'm Spencer," and I was like, "So should we hug?" He's like, "Yeah." So we hugged. First time I met him, like,
that's
and
great.
Then we're like, I was like, "Oh, good luck," and then he kicked my ass in javelin.
Ooh.
But I came in first that meet for shot put, so it wasn't that bad.
I'll have to ask him to double check.
Yeah, just double check. 2014. Go ahead. Give him a call.
On the podcast?
Do it.
How did we get here? We're talking about concerts.
We were talking.
Oh, your teachers.
Yeah. So back to that. Wow. So I had a pretty big reputation in school. So like all the teachers that were there knew me, and they were like, "Oh, hey Spencer, how's it going? How's everything doing?" Blah blah blah. And then they all wanted to talk to me about their kids' lives, and
Would you?
so I was like, "Oh yeah, cool," and then I just walked, like, slowly backed out to get out of the way. Yeah, but it was cool. It was nice seeing all of them. And then my old math teacher was pretty funny. He played the piano and the saxophone and the
classy man.
Yeah, he was up there just killing it. But afterwards, I talked to him, and he goes, "Hey, can you just like talk on this video real quick? Tell my students that I'm cool because one of these girls, I had to kick her out of my class. I told her, get the fuck out of my class."
God.
Because he goes, I bought this tape with my own money and my own American dollars.
Oh, God.
And she took the whole roll of tape and just wrapped it around herself. He's like,
what?
And when I told her to give me my tape back, she said, "Fuck you."
Oh, my God.
So he's like, I said, "Get the fuck out of my class." I was like, yeah.
That's awesome.
He was a man. He was a cool dude. We used to mess with him really hardcore, but great guy. Super
That's
great
excellent.
guy. Yeah. So, yeah. We had a crazy time there. It was just wild.
It's cool seeing teachers like out of teaching mode when you're done with high school, like talking to them again. Because they're completely different. Of course, they're real people, and they have to put on kind of a presence, but...
Yeah, it was cool. It was definitely so different seeing them outside of school. Like, they were just, like, super relaxed, super calm. And like, I did that video for him to make him happy. And I'm hoping that his kid's smarten the fuck up.
Yeah, exactly. And give him some respect.
Oh, man, he's a
good
dangerous
teacher?
man.
Really?
No. No, he's
I was like,
a super
tell
nice
me about
guy.
this badass man.
He's such a super nice guy. And, like, I feel bad for him because people, like,
It's the nice
go to
teachers that
pick
take
on him.
advantage
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
I mean, I saw my anatomy teacher because she's good friends with my girlfriend's cousin and their parents.
Mm-hmm.
And I see her like every once in a while at their family parties, and she just gives me so much shit. And she was so sweet and nice in high school, and excited for a class. But outside of school, I just get it, dude. I just want to. She just roasts me the entire damn time.
About what?
Everything. I was like, dude, literally anything she could think of, she just roasts me.
So basically, like, what I do to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
See, I'm
much.
really nice to you on the podcast.
You
I'm
are
super nice to you.
You
on
are
the
nice to me.
podcast.
I roast you on the podcast, but in real life, you roast me more than I roast you.
Well, like, true, very true. Because, like we talked about in a previous podcast, we had a rivalry going, but You know, it's all
We
settled
put our
now.
differences
We squashed
aside.
it, and
This
now
is
we're-
our therapy session. We
now
just
we're-
talk to each other.
pretty much.
Let's get back to this concert thing. Are there any other concerts you've been to?
Yeah, so the day before my first day of kindergarten, I went to a Toby Keith concert. Saw my first pair of boobs.
As a kindergartner, you probably don't remember them.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday.
He thinks about that moment every single day.
My aunt took me to Toby Keith. Toby Keith was my favorite, dude.
Really?
When I was a kid, yeah, I had a little guitar.
He's an American man.
Like I used to play so many songs, and
Would you actually play them or just
no, of course not. I'd be like
courtesy of the red, white, and blue?
yeah. I used to sing all of his songs, and then my aunt got me tickets to go to the concert. She's like, "All right, we're gonna go." So we went, and my mom let me go because it was like she almost didn't let me go, but I was like begging because
Yeah,
I
he's
was
your favorite.
so excited. Yeah, it was like Toby Keith is a man. Like
Yeah, everybody should go see Toby Keith.
absolutely. So I went to go see him. Awesome time, great show. The lady next to me, she was so excited to see Toby Keith because she just took her titties right
Oh my
out.
God.
Just, and I was like, I was so amazed.
Came for Toby Keith, stayed for the boobs.
I was like, but yeah, it was great. And then I got McDonald's and then fell asleep in my aunt's car.
And that's how you do it.
I can tell you exactly what I had: a 4-piece chicken nugget.
That's weird that you know that.
It's just something. It's just like this whole. I remember that whole night. Like,
Is it like one of those weird memories that are so like
It's
vivid
so-
and you could always think about it?
oh yeah,
That's crazy. I have like such weird memories that are like that.
yeah. And then I've been to Ed Sheeran. When Abby and I first started dating, I got us tickets for like
To impress her?
for her birthday after our 1 year. I got us tickets to Ed Sheeran.
Was he
No,
good?
I don't care about impressing Abby.
I'm not a big fan of his music, but he's talented. I'll
Dude,
give
he
him
puts
that.
the whole thing on himself. Like the whole concert's just him.
Really
All
just
the
like
music
acoustic guitar and just him going in.
and like a pad on the floor, like pedals.
That's pretty
on the
awesome.
floor of, like,
Yeah, see, he's
reverbs
a
and everything.
talented dude.
Yeah, and he's just like hitting it. He's just hitting everything. Like he starts off by hitting his guitar like, and then he like keeps it on a loop, and then he starts strumming something, and then he puts that on a loop and just goes crazy, and then he starts singing. And he's just insane, and it's awesome to watch him in concert because it's like so many colors and everything.
He was in Game of Thrones. Do you watch Game of Thrones? You don't
No.
watch. Ed
He was in
Sheeran
Game of
made like a guest appearance in Game of Thrones. He was like the only person in like ever make a guest appearance like that. They're just like walking through the woods and it's him just playing his guitar with a bunch of like barbarians or some shit like that.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Side note on Game of Thrones, really quick, because we're gonna go off topic again. I used to have this customer at my last job, and every time we did an audit, he would come and he would like tell me stories about Game of Thrones because I never watched the show because I never got into it.
Dude,
but
it is insanely good.
But he lived literally like a mile down the road from the whole where it was set in Spain.
Really?
The whole set is done. Everything's done in Spain.
Yeah.
So
Well, they do a lot of filming in Spain.
yeah. So he's
I think like King's Landing is in Spain or something like that.
yeah, he lives like a mile down the road from the set.
That is crazy.
So like he gets to see it, and like they don't really care. Like they're very open about letting people like watch because people from Spain are not like Americans that are a bunch of douchebags that get drunk and like they're very respectful in that sense. So they're getting there and enjoying it. And
That's
it's
pretty
like,
awesome. That's
they
amazing.
get to watch it live. Like how crazy is that?
The main actor, he's like the highest paid actor in all television.
It's crazy.
Like $1 million an episode, something ridiculous like that.
Can I make $1 million? I want to make $1 million episode for this.
We do.
We
right?
do.
We just had 2 sponsors this episode.
Did you? Are you keeping the money?
All right, so back to concerts. Have you been to any other concerts?
Yeah, I went to Ed Sheeran twice, and then I went to Sia. Sia was a
Chandelier Girl.
insane concert. Yeah.
Was it actually? She's good. She's also talented.
Oh, she's super talented. Very good. She does not show herself on the stage at all. Well, she does. She's in the back corner.
She
of
doesn't
the stage.
show her face.
Nope, doesn't show her face. She's in the back corner of the stage.
Or they're like dancers performing.
And then she had some famous girl on tour with her when I went. That girl was like in some show on TV, but she's a really good dancer.
Oh, Dance Mom show.
Maybe. I don't know.
She was like I think in the music video.
Yeah, but she was on tour with her when we went there. She was doing all
Really?
the dancing and
That's
stuff.
pretty cool.
And there was like a bunch of
Wasn't
dancers.
Shia LaBeouf in one of her music videos?
Shia LaBeouf wasn't there though. That would have been pretty cool.
Very unfortunate. He's probably saving the planet. Cause
Shia LaBeouf's my hero.
He shouldn't be your hero.
Last thing I knew about Shia LaBeouf was Holes.
Not Transformers?
I only saw one of those.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so, okay, so the Transformers, the last thing I heard about him. What's
Holes was amazing, though. Holes is a great movie.
Great movie. But what's going on with Shia LaBeouf?
Nothing anymore.
But what happened with him?
He just, like, went off the deep end. He started wearing, like, a paper bag around his face.
What?
It was the desert. The desert got to him.
Zero
really messed with his mind.
Motherfucking computer, man.
Are those all the concerts you've been to?
I've been to... No, I've been to so many more. I've been to a modern baseball concert a couple of years ago. That was pretty wild.
Blink-182? So we're talking
never
so
been
much
to
shit about them last
a
couple podcasts ago.
I went to a Day to Remember concert. It was like a Day to Remember, Black Veil Brides, and I'm not into.
You're an edgy boy.
I've never listened to them.
Really? I've heard about them maybe.
I've like never listened to them before that, but they were good. They did. Day to Remember put on a great show. The other ones were like way too aggressive for me.
Really?
But I went because it was my birthday and my friend got us free tickets. And his dad drove us, and the kid that Mambo was talking about, Ricer Miata, Chris Rudnick, I went with him and this girl Desi and my buddy Chris Rogers, and we just, we all had a great time.
That sounds pretty good though. Concerts are fun. I've been a good amount.
Yeah, I love concerts. And then I've been to too many concerts.
I've seen, and like my first concert was Journey. But listen, yeah, exactly. But Foreigner opened for them. I think like Night Ranger did too. If that's a band, I'm probably fucking up the name. But then I took a little bit break. My aunt and uncle brought me, and then my uncle, who's big into like classic rock, he like plays the guitar. He's just like he's huge into music.
Mm-hmm.
He brought me to a Van Halen concert, and that was when David Lee Roth, he was still singing for them, or he took a little break. I don't know if you know anything about Van Halen, but he took a little break. Then like Sammy Hagar, I think his name is, he took over, and then luckily for this concert, I got to see David Lee Roth, which is crazy because he's like old as shit, but he's still like kicking ass on, like he's just still doing all the kicks he's famous for. And I remember for like the encore, they just came out and played like Jump, and it was awesome. An insanely like amazing concert. But the best part was we had pretty good seats. It was at the Xfinity Center in Connecticut. But my uncle actually knew one of the security guards, so halfway through the concert, we just get like flashed by a flashlight, and we walk over. The security guard goes, "Here," puts bands on our wrist. We walk up and get front row. Like to Van Halen. We're right up at literally like Eddie Van Halen is just shredding on the guitar like 4 feet in front of me.
That's pretty sweet.
It was crazy. And that was probably one of my best concert experience. After that, in the winter, actually after that concert, the Van Halen concert, my girlfriend Amy, she got me tickets to go see Darius Rucker and Lady Antebellum. She's huge and she loves Lady Antebellum. She's a big country fan. I love Darius Rucker. Like I really enjoy
wagon wheel.
He didn't write that song, but he made it famous.
You know what? Hootie. Yeah,
actually, about Hootie and the Blowfish, but first with Darius Rucker, he put on a great concert. Me and her, she got me lawn tickets. We just like relaxed. We showed up early because she got it for me for my birthday. We're sitting out in the lawn. A lady comes up. She goes, "Oh, here, take these." Gives us wristbands. We get front row again, dude.
Dude, you're getting lucky with these front row.
I get really lucky with concerts. So we straight up go. Darius Rucker's right in front of me. It was an amazing birthday present. He was playing like all his amazing songs. At one point, he played some of the Hootie and the Blowfish songs, which I really enjoy because I'm like huge into classic rock. I love classic rock, but I also really love country music, but only in the summer. I can only listen to that in the summer.
Yeah.
Because if I listen to it now, like in the winter or like early spring, it makes me sad because it's not summer, you know?
Yeah.
You listen to country music, you want like the windows down, enjoying the nice-ass weather.
See, right now you could probably get away with doing that because it's getting warm out.
Yeah, driving on the windows down that's like my favorite thing, dude. Because I used to have the Blazer.
Yeah.
I used to have I have a 1987 Blazer, and I would take the top off that.
You still have? No, it's gone now, isn't it?
No, I still have it.
Oh.
Well, I'm looking to sell it if anyone wants to buy it.
We're going to rip it this summer.
If I don't sell it by then.
We're doing hole shots.
What?
Hole shots!
What is that?
Burnouts.
You call them hole shots?
A hole shot is like from a stop. Like, you just...
Okay, that's odd.
It's called like you do burnouts,
Yeah.
and then you like
No, I know what
you
the
continue
burnout
to
is.
drive.
I never
though.
heard of a
A
whole
whole
shot.
shot's like where you continue to drive. I think.
I've never heard of that.
I don't know. That's what some people call.
So yeah, we saw
burnouts.
Darius Rucker. Lady Antebellum came out. I wasn't a huge fan of her music, but she put on an excellent concert with like the two dudes that's with her. And then after that, in the winter, I saw Pentatonics. Do you know who they are?
Yeah, I love Pentatonics.
They do amazing, like, they're an a cappella group, and everyone roasts me for it, but they do amazing Christmas covers.
I had.
What?
I'm gonna.
Are you gonna do an a cappella or roast me?
No, roast you.
Think of a roast. Come on.
Oh my god!
You see the gears ticking.
Can't believe you listen to Pentatonics. That's so lame. What are you, 12?
All right, there's the roast. Okay, amazing concert though. We didn't like get the best of seats because they were super expensive, but me, Amy, and then our friend Jacob third wheeled. But he loves Pentatonics. This kid listens to Christmas music all year round. He has a Christmas light armband tattoo.
I was there when he got it. Were you there too?
Yeah, I was there too.
We went for his first tat, and shout out to Rick, Tricky Ricky,
from Hartford
Dr.
County.
Ricky, the Sailor Ricky, Rick Stanton, who does a lot of my work. He's a great guy, awesome dude. Check him out. Get some work done by him because he's great.
So we saw them. Unfortunately, like the girl in the Pentatonics like broke her foot a week early.
Oh,
and
I
she was
remember you telling me about
She was
this.
on a little scooter, like scooting around, but she still did amazing. Their whole like a cappella group was insanely great.
Yeah.
Jacob cried like 3 times. He really loves Christmas music. Okay, it moves him.
Don't tell people about him.
He doesn't
crying.
care.
Oh,
He's a very passionate boy. He loves.
He's very passionate.
But
about
they
Christmas.
played like Hallelujah. He really enjoyed it. He just like. It was a very moving concert. I didn't cry because I'm a tough man.
Oh, so what are you calling Jacob?
An emotional man. He's in touch with his emotional side. I
think you're just scared. That's why you don't cry.
Don't call me out on the podcast like this. I start crying. No, but then the next concert I'm going to, Amy again, she got me amazing. She got me tickets to go see Hootie and the Blowfish. I'm so excited. She got me the tickets for Christmas. We're going this summer. We're trying to also go see Zach Brown Band this summer as well. But I'm so excited because it's their reunion tour. I think this is like the only time they got back together to do a tour. I love like all of their songs, dude. It's amazing. And Bare Naked Ladies are opening for them. Do you know
that's
going
to be an awesome
They sing
concert.
the Chickadee Chinas, the
Yeah.
Chinese. Yeah, that's the only song by them I know. But I'm so excited to hear that. I'm so excited to go see that concert. I want to see a lot of concerts this summer. I'm hoping to see get Amy like Jason Aldean tickets. We're trying to like she really likes Dierks Bentley, like Florida Georgia Line. She's big into the country music. So
I completely forgot about country music season. So like 2 years ago,
we should go see Toby Keith again.
If he comes around, I'm down. We can go.
Wait, think there'll be more boobs?
Maybe.
All right,
maybe they'll be.
We're gonna end the
boobs.
podcast. I'm gonna go. Then now I'm definitely buying tickets.
No. So like 2 years ago, I went to so many country concerts in like 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah. Like went
They're
to
great
Jason
for the summer.
Aldean, Dierks Bentley, Florida Georgia Line, Kane Brown. It's just so many, and we. Actually, so
I want to see Eric Church too. I heard he was really good in concert.
Eric Church was pretty good, yeah. My friend Brandon and my friend Kyle, we went to these concerts, and this was before Brandon was dating his current girlfriend. He was like trying to impress her, so he's just having a good time. He would just get so drunk.
Oh God.
It was so funny.
I hear a lot of fights break out at the country concerts.
So he got into a fight with this kid that
there
was
it is.
yeah, he was like all over this girl that was like he like thought of her as a sister.
Okay.
It was one of his sister's best friends.
Mm-hmm. So he kind of like grew up with her.
Yeah, so like this kid like kept like hitting on her and stuff, and he just did not like it. So he got and he was so drunk. He just went up and like pushed her. He's like, pushed her? Not her, him. Pushed the guy. He's like, hey, fuck you, get the fuck out of here.
Oh my
blah, blah, blah.
God, dude.
And this guy's like my size, just a little bit taller, like not maybe like
who, your friend or
no the other guy. My friend is 5'3" and
no, he's
not 5'3".
Like
He's like 5'4", 5'5". But he's in at that time he was like 130 pounds, like the little guy, like just pissed, and I'm like holding him back, and he just gets him and he just knocks him. He just punches him.
The
in
bigger
the mouth.
dude?
Yeah, he punches the bigger dude.
Yo,
in the
that's
mouth.
awesome.
And the bigger dude trying to come after him and like shoving him and shit. And I got at the end of the way, I'm
Just
like,
break
dude,
him up.
I'm like, go away. Like he's drunk. Like I'm not trying to fight you right now. Like I'm,
Yeah.
you know, I
You had
don't
to
want
like
to get
mediate
involved.
it.
Yeah, so I just was like, so I got them away from each other. He's like, whatever, fuck you guys, fuck this
Oh my
bitch.
god.
Like calling her a bitch and all this stuff, and he just got so much more. It was like so more pissed. He's like trying to find this guy. He's like gonna.
That's
beat the shit out of
ridiculous.
him. I was like, but yeah, most country concerts I didn't go to like actually listen to the music. It was taking care of drunk crazy people. And then so the second concert we went to, I saved the day.
Really?
Yeah.
When are you not saving the day? He's a firefighter. He's a hero.
I had to use.
What can you not do?
I had to use my firefighter card.
Instincts.
No card. Like, you know, you get that like one pass in life that's like, oh yeah, like I'm a firefighter. I had to use that because he was trying to impress her. And
Again at a different
concert. Yeah, we like it was like back to back
Oh, okay.
concerts, like week after week. So we were
Okay.
like, okay, yeah, or like maybe 2 weeks apart, whatever. So we went, and she got really drunk, and
Ooh.
but she was, you know, she was 21, so it wasn't really a big deal. So like there's a thing at country concerts where underage drinkers, they go and tailgate in the parking lot, and then
Get
they
hammered,
get
then
so
go.
drunk and they puke everywhere, and then when they get puked, they get put in a wheelchair.
Oh,
And
they have to get shipped to the hospital.
Yes. And
And-
if you're underage, you get in big trouble. But if you're of age, they'll still take you to the hospital.
Yeah, but the hospital. How much does an ambulance cost? Like $1,000?
Yeah, it's an $800 ride.
Holy shit.
So
I ain't got that kind of dough to push around.
yeah. So
Well, actually, we do because the podcast pays.
true. Oh, I don't see any of it. But,
I do.
So she got really sick. And I didn't think she just drank that much. I think it was just so hot and like.
Okay.
And she did drink, but I don't know. So she got sick in the concert, and she got put in a wheelchair.
Ooh.
And I had to go and like I ran to the where we were tailgating.
Mm-hmm.
Went to get my car, ran back like they were about to put. They had her in the ambulance, like about to take her.
No.
And I run and I'm like, where is she? And my friend points to where she's at. I go and I like open up the ambulance. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm a firefighter.
I can
She's
handle
coming with
this.
me. I didn't drink anything. Like I'm taking her home right now.
Damn,
and
dude.
He's like, the guy was like, okay, like prove to me that you're a firefighter and I'll let her go. And so I have like an ID card
Mm-hmm.
that shows I'm a firefighter. So I was like, okay, easy. Hand him my card.
You're a hero, dude.
Hand him my card. He looks back. He's like, all right, good. And he unstraps her and lets me take her. And we drive home, and we had to pull over like 6 or 7 times because she just kept getting sick. And I think it was because, you know, driving too is
Yeah, of course.
not the best. But we got her home safe, and yeah, we were good to go.
You are a hero.
Thank you.
You're an absolute hero.
So, you know, you only get to use those things like once.
Yeah, it's once in a rare occasion.
You know, yeah, I don't ever like doing
You don't
that. It's
abuse
just-
your power.
No, it was because one, it would have looked really bad if we had to call her parents and be like, hey, yeah, she's in the hospital.
Oh god, that would have been
You know,
terrible.
It wouldn't have went well, so, you know, but we saved the day. We got her out, and we were good to go.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So past all the concert talk, all Spencer being a hero. He's my hero. He's a hero, a god among men, some people call him. Or that's at least what I call him.
I've only been called that by multiple men, no women.
No women?
Yeah, I guess. I don't
They're
know.
too embarrassed to talk to you. I know I was.
You know what's funny though? It's like when I go out and stuff, because I don't go out to like go pick up women. It's just fun going out and like talking to women for my friends, like to go get them to talk to them.
Yeah.
So I just have such a great time just being like, oh hey, you know,
You got nothing to lose.
yeah. So I'm just like, hey, like what's going on? And women are so friendly to me because like obviously they know I'm like.
You're not trying to pick them up.
Maybe either they think I'm doing a really good job of picking them up, or they know I'm not picking them up. It's one or the other. But I usually am. There's usually after like the first 2 minutes, I'm like, oh yeah, my girlfriend. I bring up a story about my girlfriend and I, and then they just continue to talk to me because then I'm like, oh, but did you meet my single friend?
Yeah,
here?
that's how you do it, dude.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
And
But
I send them on their way.
See, I had work today. It was kind of a slow day, so I spent a lot of time on Reddit. I know I say, yeah, I only go on it in between classes, but dude, I'm getting like slowly addicted to Reddit. I absolutely love it. My friend Hunter, who's like the idea behind this podcast, who is the topic every single week.
Hunto.
But so I go on Reddit. I find a lot of weird ass subreddits. We talked about van dwellers, all that other shit.
Yeah.
The one that I found that I've been reading a shit ton of is an Am I an Asshole Reddit. That's a subreddit where people put up like different situations that happen in their life. Like, am I an asshole for like waking up my boyfriend every like early in the morning by getting ready when he has to sleep in? And then they give like the whole story behind it, and random people will like say, okay, you're an asshole. No, you're not an asshole. They're the asshole. These whole different predicaments. It kind of seems to me that they're trying to like justify their actions. And I get that a lot with another subreddit called Confessions.
Yeah.
Where, dude, there's some dark shit on there. Like, I do not want to talk about on the podcast like some of the shit I read, because I literally have to, like, I switched out of that. I don't suggest going through our like confessions, because it's so like there's some really fucked up things that people do, and they're just trying to like they're trying to have at least one person justify their actions because they're so guilty. Like some people confess straight up just like robbing stores, which is like terrible, but there's some that are super dark. Like I do not want to touch that with like a 10-foot pole.
Well, like the other side of it is like, why are you putting that up online? Like
Exactly.
Reddit is not anonymous. It's you have to make an account.
You have
to
a
tie
username.
it to an email. You putting these things on just leads you to like a crime. Like, so people can just go back and be like, oh, well, you literally just said you did this. So
it's terrible. But am I an asshole? Those are kind of funny because a lot of it's harmless. A lot of it's just like
I read some pretty fucked up ones.
There are fucked up ones. Like there's some like, oh, am I an asshole for breaking up a marriage?
I read one was, am I an asshole for wanting to abort my dead fiance?
Oh, yes, I read that one.
Child. And then like, so I was reading into it and I was like, you know what? Like, I kind of understand her side of it. So she said basically like his parents don't want her to abort the baby, like, because it's the last piece of this guy.
Yeah.
But she's saying that if I keep the baby, that I'm going to have to be a single mother. And also,
which is insanely difficult.
It is. And then also, on top of that, have to, like, she wants to move on with that part of her life. Like, he passed away. Like, it's sad and she's upset about it. And it'll always be in her
grief.
Her heart. But, like, she can't move forward with having a child that looks exactly like this guy. So, like, I kind of understand that.
See, there's such, like, people have these crazy predicaments in their life that don't even seem real.
Yeah.
But they post it up online, random people will be like, oh, you're an asshole for wanting to do this. Like, some people don't believe in abortion. Some people are like, oh, do whatever you want. It's your body. There's just so many different viewpoints. Yeah. You can't really have one justified answer. Yeah, there are some where everyone's like, you're an asshole, you're an asshole, you're an asshole. Those make me laugh, dude.
Dude, and like, I love reading the react. Like, some of them I read, one guy was like, am I an asshole for sleeping with my sister's wife?
Of course you are.
And then he went into some explanation about like, oh, well, we haven't had sex in a couple months and it's been difficult, blah, blah, blah. But my sister's wife like really wanted to have sex with me, so we had sex. It's like, no matter how you word it, you can't justify it.
They're going on Confessions in that subreddit to literally figure out, like, have some sort of justification for their actions.
Yeah.
But a lot of times they're not going to find it.
The other one today, the one I read today, was kind of weird. Like, it was the one about the guy. Basically what he did was, when he met his girlfriend, who is now his wife, for 9 years, he made this like log.
Oh, yes.
The journal.
Yes. I read that one.
And
like all of her small favorite things.
Yeah, and like he saved it, and she found it, and he called it the almanac.
Yep.
And he goes, am I an asshole for keeping the almanac? And like, first started off the title, I was like, yep, you're an asshole for having an almanac. Like, I didn't need to read this. I was gonna write in it. Like, I didn't even read this, but your title just proves that yes, you're a total asshole for having a fucking almanac. But
like, it kind of takes out the whole, like, her main argument that he actually even brought up is that it makes it seem less special. He's not paying attention.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'll write down like Amy's like order for coffee or whatever, because it's like crazy hazelnut swirl. This, I don't drink coffee, so I know nothing about coffee. So yeah, I'll write that down. But a lot of things, like, I know that she really enjoys.
Yeah.
She likes her Crocs and Panera.
Her Crocs, her Birkins, and her Birkenstocks, and her
And her dogs.
Yeah, and Dee Dee.
Yeah, her one dog that she likes more than me. So there's that.
Yeah. I know how Abby takes her coffee, but we've been together for almost 5 years.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
It makes.
But with this guy,
and she's
he literally
vegan, so-
writes down. Yeah. With this guy though, he literally writes down like every small detail of stuff like you should remember. Like, oh, when's her birthday? What's her favorite color? Which is you should know that stuff. Like
okay,
I understand if you can't remember small details like, oh, her favorite movie, her favorite scene of this movie, or her favorite book.
I read it differently though, because like when he first put that stuff down, that was like in the beginning of the almanac.
That was
like,
considerate.
He wrote her birthday and her favorite color in there. So like it wasn't like I wouldn't take it like, okay, he can't remember her birthday or he can't remember her favorite color. Like it was just in that book, and he like saved that, and he was the only person that ever knew about it. She called it his playbook, and like I kind of think that's fucked up to look at it that way, because
As a playbook instead of
because he's just saving all these memories that they had and all these things that he loves of her. And like me personally, the best way for me to remember something is if I write it down. Like I could write it down once, never look at it again, and still remember it. Yeah.
But then it comes down to like you have to look at it from her side. And I really don't know who the asshole is in this situation, but from her side, it seems like, okay, I'll tell him something, and he won't kind of like put in the effort to remember it. Like when Amy tells me something, I'll put in the effort. Like I have a shitty memory. I'll put in the effort to really try to remember what she says. And most of the time I do, but like there are some things like I will forget, like her schedule, shit like that. But it seems like with this guy, he's not even trying to put in an effort. He's like, okay, she told me this, I'm going to write it down. Maybe I'll flip to it a random day and surprise her with this.
Well, maybe I look at it like maybe he's, maybe he's just so used to writing everything down that he's just writing it down.
Let's get him on the podcast.
I'll give him a call. Be like, hey, we need to get you on the podcast. We got Travis Pastrana coming on next, but after him,
of course,
we're booked free.
More than welcome.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, point blank conclusion. He's an asshole because he's got a fucking almanac. So I'm going back to my main stance. Once I come up with something with a stance, that's it.
You're stuck
I'm
with
stuck with it.
Even
so,
if you're proved wrong?
Even if I'm proved wrong. Because guess what? He's an asshole. He's got a fucking almanac. Who the fuck has an almanac these days, But, so we we think that everybody's an asshole that owns almanacs.
No.
That's both of our stances.
No, stop. Don't let Spencer speak
If you own an almanac, we fucking hate you.
Spencer, stop. I don't agree with any of Spencer's views if he talks for both of us in the podcast. But I will talk for both of us saying I am the better host. I'm kidding. That's a joke.
We already established that I'm the better host.
Play the clip of Spencer calling me the better host.
I'm not going to put that in here.
You edit the video. So every time I go, hey, play that clip, nothing's going to happen.
I'm going to put a fucking zoomed in picture of you or something to make you look like a douche.
Just turn the whole, YouTube video into, just a bunch of memes just thrown in.
I have a bunch of memes of you saved on my phone. That I made memes of you.
No, you do not.
Remember the ones I posted in the High Council?
No.
With you with the Naruto band.
Oh, I hated that. Spencer,
weeb.
Spencer took the time to find pictures of me from one of his parties. I'm literally sitting on the couch, playing video games, or I'm talking, eating food, talking to someone. He just photoshops a Naruto headband and just calls me a weeb and posts it everywhere.
Let me tell you something, okay? It was not that hard. I didn't Photoshop anything.
Spencer spent all day.
I used Snapchat, and what I did was I screenshotted a picture of a Naruto headband, and then I took the little scissors and I clipped it all out. And
I know what to do.
And then I made it a sticker, and then I did that on every one of your pictures that I could find.
The worst.
Even pictures of us together. I have so many, so maybe I'll post those on.
Oh God!
Just zoomed in on your face with a Naruto headband.
You're the worst.
I suck. I know.
That's why we're ending the podcast.
Well, we'll never see you again.
Until next Wednesday.
Until next Wednesday.
No, but we talked about some good stuff on the podcast, some concerts, some Spencer being a hero, of course, some Reddit shit.
Yeah, everybody's, we're all good shit.
It's all about nothing, guys.
Yeah, it's all about nothing. Check us out on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, SoundCloud,
Twitter,
Instagram.
We'll put polls up on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Jared's accentuating
Oh my
ween
God,
shorts.
Stop. There's
tomorrow.
short shorts and Spencer's
Stay
been weird
tuned for
dude
the
about
ween
it.
shorts.
There won't be anything. I'll delete it. I have access to all of our
I'm
social
gonna
media.
change the password.
You motherfucker. I have the recovery email.
Shit.
And that's it for today.
Alrighty, guys. Check us out on all of our social media and check us out wherever else you can see us. And if you see us in a store, punch us in the face.
What? No. Again, I don't speak. Spencer, don't let Spencer speak.
Okay,
to me.
wait. Recap. All right. If you see us in a store, punch Jared in the face.
Oh my
All right, we'll
God.
see you later next time, guys. Peace.
Peace.